What up? Give me 1 second. Back in the building. Just fixed over here. What up with your DS? DH? I said DS. You done said DS. DH. What up with it? What up, Cat's Paw? What up, DS? Mario, hi. What up, Mario? Man, late start, late start. I'm still waiting on Crowley, man. What up with you? What up with you, Wilson? What's good, Cobb? Hey, Cobb, man, I ended up taking care of that problem without even having to do nothing, man. It was way easier than I thought. I appreciate you too. Nah, we ain't that late. We ain't that late. Stuff happens. What up? What up, Batiste? See something. Ah, get her just 1 second. Still waiting on Crowley, man. Hope everybody been getting it in, man. Today was an off day, but I've been running around taking care of business, so it really wasn't no off day. It was off, but it was a good day. Had some good had a good sit down with somebody today, man. Had a good talk. Last week, man, I had school started back with the kids, man. So last week had me tied up with back to school night, some more stuff. Well, a minute, man. Waiting on Crowley, man. I ain't talked to him, but if I don't get no message, man, I feel like we good to go. Usually he'll send me something else was up. Batiste, I hope they got to you too on that management company, man, with some of them orders, man. Rain came. Hey, Rain, yesterday, man, let me tell you something. It was crazy, Smurf. Rain came out of nowhere. Hit me up, man. I'm talking about like heavy style. And I was about to hit a yard and I had talked to somebody and said, man, it's about to rain. And so now I use the Google weather instead of the iPhone weather. I had two jobs at the same time going today. Man, that's what's up, Mario. Heck yeah. Man, waiting on Crowley, man. Crowley probably pop up in here in just 1 second, man. So we gonna go and get it. Ah, yeah, man. That's in the works, man. That's in the works. That's definitely in the works, man. All right, so we gonna go and get it cracking, man. Back in here again, Mo Trappin Podcast, episode 48. Last week, man. Sorry for the inconvenience, but man, school's back in. Y'all know I'm a single dad. Try to get it what it is. Single father. Got to get it in how I get it in. And had wrestling started back last week, and also had back to school nights, like I said. So back in here again. Boneyard Lawn Service. We got to change the title now. Back solo, man. We gonna get into it. Back solo operating. What you say, Mario got two booths? Yeah, back solo operating right now, man, and still in the mud. And y'all notice if you go back on a lot of these episodes, I always say the same thing. I try to keep this thing where it's not unmanageable. So if somebody's in the truck, it make it even better. If somebody ain't in the truck, it's more money in my pockets. But I got it to where basically I don't want a headache, man. So even with my guy not being around, the schedule still been sweet. And like I said, had a nice day today. Got to sit off and take care of some stuff. But let me see what you said. Mario have two booths at the expo right behind the Milwaukee booth. Kyle. Man, I'm gonna have to come holler at you. You already know, Mario. It's crazy, Mario, because first time at the expo, my very first expo is when I bumped into Mario. And man, Mario gave me some solid game at the expo that still stick on my brain right now to this day. And definitely appreciate you for that, man. So yeah, I get up with you at the expo for sure. I got your number too, so we got each other's number. So I definitely be reaching out to you. So man, this past week, what's went on with me was my guy. I had the help. The help didn't come back. And so what happened was I always put it on. I'm gonna always put it on me. I ain't gonna never put it on the help. I'm gonna always put it on me. So man, we had he was almost at 30 days, man. We had a glass bust, had a couple trimmers go down. I still told him, man, come on, we still in the truck, we still working. It's part of the process, man. So, but when you get to showing up late and stuff like that, man, I'm asking them like, you'll holler at me, let me know what you got going on. End up showing up a couple times late. I had to take off in the truck, guys. Y'all know what it is. We can't. Time is money when it comes to this thing. Got to get going. Waiting on them to meet me, man. They bump into me at the gas station on time, man. I had to take off. I texted him. I said, "Look, man, we just start over tomorrow. Hop in the truck with me tomorrow. We'll get it back in." Hadn't heard from him, so so it's all good, man. So, but like I say, let's see, what you say? Don't give. Oh man, trust me, I can't give up, man. So it's all good. So, like I say, it's not unmanageable. If somebody's in the truck with me, it make it better. If somebody's not in the truck with me, the money just going in my pocket. And so that's another reason why, this past week it was at with him also. And man, just commercial properties, having commercial work. Having commercial work on the day like that we got hit with the rain and I had to start late today, having that commercial work is keeping me in balance, man. It's keeping me where I got this even with like now with it being dry, I've had a couple yards I had to skip. I've not many. I've had to skip about 5, 6 yards this week. With me and to be able to skip them yards, I still had that commercial work with some other stuff that didn't push no more, mowing no yards that I had to get to. That still kept me with what a profits is still cool for the week. So this past week it was just employee, man. Like I say, I ain't giving up on the employee. I'm still gonna end up hiring somebody else. I'm gonna wait for a second. I can hire somebody now, but I'm gonna wait for a second because I really want to figure out a way to do it, man. I don't want to lose the next guy over no like I can't even say it was sensitivity. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just I don't know. I think it was just me taking orders from me or something. But you show up one day, man, 30 minutes late. You show up the next day, 15 minutes late, man. I gotta go. That's almost an hour off the clock. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. My collection device. Yeah. So that's what happened this past week with me, man. Been going through that. And today, man, I sit down. I had an off day finally, which wasn't really an off day. I went took a pool down this morning. And I got with my mentor. So I don't know if y'all been watching, man. Y'all been hearing me talk about this mentor a lot. And this mentor I got, man, he's an 84-year-old guy. The guy is sharp in the head. I'm talking about on point. He don't do no lawn care stuff. He keeps a lawnmower for his his residential properties he has, but he don't keep a lawnmower, man. I mean, he don't run a lawn service. But this guy's 84 years old, man, and still sharp in the brain. You think he's 60 something if you talk to him. But man, I got to sit down with him today, and I'm 41, and to have a guy with 40 some years experience just dropping jewels on you and dropping knowledge on you and dropping game on you, man, it's invaluable. You know what I'm saying? And I took a lot of notes, and we're gonna get up and man, this year it's been a wild year. You know what I'm saying? But it's been the best year, most profitable year. I hadn't been able to post a lot. I've been busy, but it's been a peaceful year at the same time. And with the peace, I feel like it's like a snowball effect almost with this work and what's been going on. I've been getting work and I've been staying on top of this work, and it's becoming a snowball now to where I'm getting these calls we're here in August, and I probably had, I'll say between 12 to 14 estimates this past week. where they still coming in, and a lot of them is guys mowers broke down. Uh, Besides they mowers broke down, people just getting hot. Other people, they just, I don't know if the contracts ended with companies they had or what. They just unsatisfied. They don't want them. I had somebody else text me. It's funny. Mario said something about ice on her. I had somebody else text me and they say the crews they had just hadn't showed back up. They say they don't know if ice has been in the area or what. And so the more the deeper I've gotten to this game, is snowballing now. It's becoming where work is just getting thrown at me and I'm picking and choosing. It's basically like I'm getting pick of the litter almost of the work. And so I got a science down to where this yard should take me about this much of time to cut. And I'm figuring out which yards I want to take, which ones I don't want to take. And ain't all about the pretty yards. It's all about that time, man. Like I say, time is the money. Time is the money. You know what I'm saying? And like I said with my guy when he missed last week, I was just telling him, like, he missed an hour. Within an hour, we could have knocked out like 2 yards. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't so much that yeah, cherry picking facts, Batista. And it wasn't so much that he missed, man, that time. It was just like, man, it's a communication thing, man. Just let me know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I told him, text him a few hours earlier. We're taking Alpha on this time. Let's meet at this time. I was there at that time. I get a text, I'm just now leaving. So, and man, it take us everything to build this, man. It take a second to lose it. So I had to stand on it. Had to tell him we just holler tomorrow. Like I said, I never heard back from him. So that's just an opportunity he missed, man. I got more work coming in, and I still ain't giving up on hiring at all. It's just a process. That's my fifth guy over 5 years now that I look at it. They had 5 guys in 5 years. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all guys had more than that or maybe less, and even some of y'all to stay solo. That's why, I learned from I call it the best, man. Even the ones who think they ain't doing nothing out here, I'm still learning from y'all. You know what I'm saying, on this thing. So let me show y'all this news clip for this week. And this is a wild one right here. Very wild one. So this right here on the news clip, man, is talking about a guy who ended up killing a guy over $40, man, over lawn service. And now the guy, man, just got sentenced to 90 years in jail over a $40 lawn, man. Makes no sense. So says in Indianapolis, it's talking about a guy says $40 lawn care bill ultimately led to a dispute from the police to a dispute. A police shooting lead to deaths of 2 people and a suspect in prison for almost a century. So the guy went out there, man, over $40, man, and he ended up taking 2 lives, man, and now he's got a 90-year sentence. 2 people not really 3 people not hurt. 2 people gone, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Over a simple $40 payment of anything, man. $40, you could drop a customer over $40, man. We have 2 individuals, and it talks about it. We have 2 individuals that lost their lives. And showing how, 100 years behind bars of a $40 payment, man. If that ain't crazy, it never gets that serious. And if you think, it's so many ways to bill and stuff, you think you're gonna get a customer even behind a month, you just after you tell them you charge per cut, you pay for the cut. But of a $40 payment, man, and even like not even so much of the $40 payment, it's just so much of just using your brain to think, man. It ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? Even with my guy, like I say, that was in the truck with me, what up with you, Mac? Even with my guy that was in the truck with me, we had a window get busted. Cost me, I just broke one. Like I say, I busted one. So it made window number 2 within a couple weeks. Turned around and broke 2 trimmers. We had 2 trimmers break. That's the part of doing business. You know what I'm saying? I broke a window, had 2 trimmers break. Now, what if I would have just flipped out on this employee for nothing? Instead of just, it's the cost of doing business, man. It might take me a couple weeks back working hard, but I get this window replaced, get the trimmers replaced, make the money back. With that guy right there, man, $40, man, over, get 90 years over $40, man. Just don't make no sense, man. You got to use your brain out here. Think it ain't never that serious, man, at all. And like I say, man, with this past week, man, with an employee, like even with the stuff that was going on, let me see, sucks about your. Yeah, I seen that Mac 2 with your blade, man. I just seen it when I popped up the IG, man. I don't know, man. I'm waiting on Crawley, man. Usually, if I get if if I don't get a message from Crawley, I usually roll. Well, I ain't got a message from him, so I'm just thinking he might pop up late. So, but yeah, man. Like I say, with employee and whatnot, what happened with the two trimmers go down, and just think you sit there and flip out on employee instead of just explaining to the guy like stuff happens, man. You know what I'm saying? Had a window busted. Probably is busy last stripes. Had a window busted. And then turn around, the trimmer broke, man. This is what happens. So I had the guy with me. He's got a certain mower. This mower right here is yours. I run these other mowers. This one's yours. With the trimmer. That trimmer's yours. This trimmer's mine. Don't touch it. That was yours. That was mine. You gotta keep it separate. So when the trimmer messed up, I know where the trimmer come from. You know what I'm saying? I told him, I said, man, the trimmer messed up. It ain't stopping. What up with you in God's hands? We're gonna get it figured out. Me and him went to go get another trimmer. Got the other trimmer. Got the brand new trimmer we ain't tried yet. So I gave him the older trimmer. I said, here, you take this one now. You run this one. Next day, the other trimmer's doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't even tripping about it. And plus, you got to think I've had these trimmers now 3 years. One of them 3 years, one of them 4 years. So, maybe the trimmers could just be getting older. I'm running them. Maybe they could just be getting older. Wasn't even tripping. Went and grabbed the other trimmer. You know what I'm saying? Got ready for the next day, man. Got those two brand new trimmers to run. But my dude didn't show up. I wasn't even tripping on it or nothing, man. I just need you to show up. Let's just get this work done, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't show back up. It is what it is. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get on my phone. I even me and Crowley had a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? And he said the same thing that somebody else told me in here, don't give up. We talked about the same thing. He said, bro, just keep moving, keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna end up getting that guy that's gonna be that 75%, 80% of you that's gonna be able to run just like you running. You know what I'm saying? And so talking to guys like my dog Crowley, reaching out to everybody else, hey man, what you do when you got an employee? What you do, this and that. It's gonna teach me how to look for other stuff, but it's still like nothing with you in that truck trying to get it yourself. You know what I'm saying? And figure it out. Because you know what I'm saying? I can hear stuff from everybody else, but my area is different. How we run this truck different. You might be on quarter acre yards. We run an acre yards. You know what I'm saying? So I just take it all and I chew up the meat and spit out the bones, man. And so I had my notes, man. Hold on. I had my notes, man, because last week I've been so busy with stuff, bro. Let me see. Yeah. Still can't believe. Yeah, Mac, that was ugly right there. Let me tell you, Mac, it's funny because Mac on my snap a couple years back, I had a yard, man, that I was cutting. It was a yard I took on. And it was about July, August. I took this yard on, Mac. It was overgrown. I had just put the gold blades on. I had won them from Ballard. I just put the gold blades on. Had them on there about a good week. I'm running these gold blades on this overgrown yard, Mac. Man, when I get out there, man, it's a toolbox in the middle of this yard just laying there. Man, I hit the toolbox. I got the video still on my IG. I hit the toolbox. It knocked off the whole blade. I had about that much of the screw in the spindle. And I was able to take like some wire pliers, and I was able to grab it and back it out slowly out of that spindle. So that almost turned into like a $400 problem. I just got blessed, man. But that blade broke straight off. It was ugly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mac. Hold on. Yeah, come on, Mac. I'll pull you up. I'll drop it. I'll drop you in right now. Let me drop the link. Let's see. I'll drop the link. Hey, that Blackmore Mario, I'm doing an honest review. I told everybody, I said that link right there is for Mac. So I'm doing an honest review. I'm trying to run this more. I got videos. I'm probably gonna put them up here in just a second. And I'm just doing an honest review, man, like a 100 hour, 150 hour, 200 hour review because you can run the mowers. That link is right there for you, Mac. All you gotta do is click it. You can run the mowers all you want to, and I can give you a review. And I just don't feel like it'll be honest, man, until we get through almost a season. But I tell you what, though, the mowers are beast. The overgrowns I've been having these 2 weeks, I ain't had no problems cutting through them. You definitely see the difference with the more horsepowers in the Kawasaki. Uh, one thing I like about, let me see, one thing I like about it too. It stripes decent. It stripes very good. My problem is Mario. I'm guilty. I hadn't been able to sharpen the blades as much as I should be sharpening. But like I said, I had an off day today. I'm probably gonna get in the garage when we get out of here because I got a schedule tomorrow. I'm gonna either get out and I'm gonna do an oil change tonight, or I'm gonna sharpen some blades. Either it's gonna be either or for in the morning, and one of the other one's gonna get done early in the morning. I gotta sharpen Mario. I feel guilty if I don't sharpen. I feel guilty if I don't sharpen, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see, Mac. I don't know if you see that Mac link right there, Mac. If you scroll, you should be able to see it, and you can click it, and it should drop you on in there. You should. Let me see. You see the trouble line, guys. Yeah, man. But usually I don't sharpen a lot, Mario. I ain't gonna lie. I just go grab a new set, man. I know it might sound crazy of me, spending that money, but that's why I charge what I charge. I charge my fees for maintenance, and I charge my fees for like the unexpected. I've been through it before when I wasn't charging the right prices, and I paid for it. I ain't gonna lie, my ass paid for it when I wasn't charging my prices right. And so now, I stand on business. I got to. Let me see it. Yeah, maybe three. Oh my God, Mario. Yeah, but I stand on my prices now, and it's been a whole different game, man. And anybody who's been in the game, man, for more years than me, like I say, it's 5 years. In my 5 years, I've been able to speed it up and expedite it thanks to the whole community. But anybody, man, who's out here and y'all running, I say 60 plus yards, man, I salute you. You know what I'm saying? Especially solo. It's work. And doing the social media too, if you're doing that, it's work, man. I'm over here trying to balance it all right now. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not able to do it. I'm able to focus on one thing at a time right now. And but it's a beautiful thing because I'm setting this thing up to where next year I'm all good. And I even had a customer hit me up today where the customer I'm talking about said they believe ICE came in the area. They turned me on to two properties in a nice cul-de-sac area, and they said, "Man, we're looking for long term. We don't want you to just be here at the end of the season. Come out, give us an estimate, and we want you here long term because we've already basically we got a referral from somebody else." So, what up with you, Mac?
What's going on, bro? How are you?
Man, not much. Listen, Dad, the man. Let me tell you something, Mac. School has started back with me. Hey, the daddy duties have kicked back in last week. That's why I was here. It was back to school night, bro. Oh my goodness. So the daddy duties have kicked back in, man. But we got to get it. We got to balance. That's who we do it for these kids, man. So yeah, but man, I seen you with the blade, man. What went down for real?
Bruh, look, I have no idea. I don't remember last time I came on here with you, bro, and the thing was happening where I was hearing two different things. I'm confused what's going on. I can
Oh,
hear
hold
you.
on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if it's my end. No, it ain't my end. Maybe. Hmm. It might be something you need to mute on your end, man. Are you watching it? Are you got it live on your end? You watching it? You need to mute whatever's on live on your end,
All right. Hold on.
and it should get you together.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Yeah. Hopefully,
It
Crawley,
just
all right,
had
man.
me.
Like I said, usually,
No, it had me and I didn't realize because I'm on my StreamYard thing. I'm not sure if we're linked
okay.
up so that people can see stream to my audience. What we on YouTube? What you on?
I'm on
This
YouTube.
just on
Yep,
YouTube? What's the
yep.
name of your thing?
Mo Trappin Pod. Go to YouTube on your line service.
Yeah, I
And
know.
Mo Trappin Podcast pop up. Yep. And if anybody don't know, this is Mac with Mac on the attack and Mac's Line of Landscape, man. Check out his YouTube channel. Now, let me tell you something. If y'all ain't checked out Mac's channel and y'all want to see some boys getting it in, go check out Mac's channel because Mac got some boys. I'm talking about with some with some setups, man, that'll give you some real motivation. Because I
I
mean,
appreciate that.
everybody started with nothing. Even when Mac was on here, you heard what he was going through with his push more. You know what I'm saying? Everybody started with nothing, man. Get on there, y'all gonna see some beautiful, wonderful setups. Even with that new mower, you got that turbo Mac. That's a beast. But I seen that blade, boy.
Yeah, bro. That so we gonna talk about it tomorrow on Lawn Care Power Moves, and I think I might even talked about it yesterday on my show,
Yeah.
bro. It may have come off in that yard, and I just didn't realize
Uh,
because I
Probably had them on
yeah, because
going.
I cut on Friday, and
Uh,
everything was fine, so I just parked the mower in there, and it didn't
ah,
it
that's
didn't
great.
dawn on me I should check under the mower to make sure all 3 blades was there. I've been doing this 9 years, bro. I've been on 0 turns for 6.
And you know
So,
you're more.
yeah, that's
You
never
probably didn't
happened,
feel no
bro.
difference.
It has never happened before. I've heard
Yeah.
stories of that happening to other people, but it's never happened to me. I'm all bro, I mean, I got ADHD, so I double and triple, quadruple check
Checking
things, bro.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I know
Yeah.
I'm liable to, like, just forget about some stuff,
Uh-huh.
with how my brain operates. So when I rolled the mower up on the up on the ramp and looked under there and was astonished that there was only 2 blades under there, not 3, bro. I couldn't
That's
believe it.
crazy.
Yeah, that it was wild. It was
So
wild.
so which blade was it? Was it like one of your was it close to like the discharger side? Was it the
Yep.
middle blade? Or it was the discharger
It was the
side?
discharge side, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
When
like,
I hit mine, it's crazy. It was on the opposite side.
yeah, bro, because I was like, it looked weird. Not looked weird. I wear the Apple AirPod Max, the ones that
Uh-huh.
go like over your ears. So
Yes.
I can barely hear the mower or the
Anything.
engines, bro. I could
Ah,
barely
yeah.
hear them. That's how good those headphones are.
Nah, I know
So
what you're talking about,
it
man.
sounded like the mower sounded funny to me, but it
Uh-huh.
didn't sound funny like engine or anything like that. It just sounded like there was like a whistle. So I was like, "Shh," that type of sound, and I could hear that, but just faintly through the thing. So I didn't think anything. I thought, maybe there's a plastic bag, or maybe I ran something over and it's just stuck on the spindle. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So whenever I didn't pay attention to it, and then
Yeah.
as I'm mowing, I'm like, I wasn't really hearing it anymore, but that wasn't registering to me because I really wasn't thinking about it.
Mhm.
But then as I'm mowing, I keep seeing I'm like, there's nut sage in some of the yards, like in
You
the moist
noticing you
places. So
noticing
I'm
the cut.
noticing, like,
You
bro,
noticing
like I
that
said
cut.
in the video, cuz
Yeah.
even when the blades are dull on that
Uh-huh.
37 horsepower, bro,
It's cutting.
it's still knocking everything
It's
down
still
to
cutting, man.
even, bro.
Yeah.
Even if it's tearing the grass, it's still cutting everything down to even.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, why? I can't believe that. Why are these stragglers here? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so I finished cutting the yard. I had to double cut the yard and everything. I done went over the same place like 4 times, and it was so when I finally pulled the thing up there, I couldn't do anything but laugh because every Monday we take an hour-long drive, bro.
Yeah.
We drive an hour away to go take care of 40 properties. This is
Mm.
the first property, bro. And we started the day like
Ah,
35, 40 minutes late because I had an event on
just one of them
Sunday, so I
days.
kind of
One
slept
of them
through.
days.
We
Yeah.
get all the way out there, we cut the yard. Now it's over. It's probably like 9 or 30 in the morning or something like
Yeah.
that. Maybe 10 o'clock in the morning because we was a little bit late.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm like, bro, we all the way out here. We only got two
Two
thirds of the
blades.
blades under the best mower. We got to go back and get the other mower. So then we drove an
Yeah.
hour back, got my
Yep.
multi force. This
Yeah.
is a thing like I didn't bring it up yesterday, but this is why you have to have backups, man.
Back to
Because
back. Come on with
the
it.
last couple years, bro, um, I had a John Deere Quick Track. I talked about it a lot. It caught on fire 3 times. But when I bought my multi force, I sold that. Like it was right
Uh-huh.
during COVID. I sold it for like $1,600. Uh,
Yeah.
and then just thinking, because I got two new mowers, you know what I'm saying? So if I got
Mhm.
two new mowers, I ain't really got worried too much about them breaking down. But that
Yeah,
ain't true.
especially warranty. Now, yeah, what you
They got
said back,
warranties, but just like
but
a anything can
They,
happen.
they can tell you we ain't got a loaner for you, anything. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
but
then
I
you
mean,
down more, especially when you got your your clients. They depending on Mac to show up. You know what I'm saying? Get it done.
bruh, I'm depending on me. My family
Yeah,
depending on me,
yeah,
and
that
I'm
too.
depending on the lawnmower. So
Yeah,
with them both being brand new, I was just thinking, this ain't
good. Yeah,
nothing's really gonna break on them. Now, could a rock or something go into one of the hydro fans and mess up your hydros?
yeah.
It could, but I'm thinking like it's not gonna break down on me. They're brand new.
Mhm.
Basically, one was a year old, and then the multi-force was brand new. So I sold that mower, but then let's just say we get a flat tire, right? And at the time, I didn't know how to fix flat tires, so now I got to take this boy to the tire shop. Well, instead, I
Yeah,
could have just had that extra mower and
and
been
some
like, "Nah,
more.
we just got this
Keep
48
it
instead of
going.
the 60." You know what I'm saying? So what was cool is yeah, we did have to find out after already being on a late day that we're down to one mower, but
Uh-huh.
we just like I'm like, bro, just drive back. We'll grab the multi-force. It's unfortunate. We will lower our thing
Little
by
hiccup. Yeah.
14 properties today. Now we just instead of it being 24 for Monday, we gonna shoot for 10 because we
Come on.
lost 4 hours on
Yeah.
these two drives.
It just
Right.
happens sometimes, man.
So it just is what it is.
Gotta call it audible. That's what I
Things
call
are
it.
bruh.
You
Right.
gotta
So
call it
look,
audible.
I play sports, bro. I ain't too much
Call it
worried
audible, man.
about
Get to the line.
whether or
Yeah.
not we could get the job done. I know we can win.
Yeah.
Like we got the right players on my small team that I know we can win. Me and Captain Jack, bro, I already know what we could do. Today we did 30 to
Come
make up
on.
for
You
what we
feel me?
didn't do yesterday. So I
Yeah.
already know I got a winning team when it comes to me, myself, and Captain Jack out here killing it on these grass cutting go karts.
Uh-huh.
But if you don't have a backup, right? I could have been down to one mower, then we would have went to one mower. I promise you, for a Monday route, we ain't getting 10 yards done with just one mower.
Y'all have been pushed back.
Yeah,
You'd have been
bro, even
pushed back
further than
heavy.
this. So
Yeah,
it's
been
like,
heavy. Yeah.
yeah, bro. So I'm like, things are gonna happen, but it ain't worth. I seen the current events you talk about today. It ain't worth
It
losing my
ain't worth
life
it, bro.
over. What I
Nah.
mean by that is, it's like it ain't worth being upset, being pissed off, having a terrible day because a blade fell off and I didn't
Come
realize what
on,
was happening.
let me tell you something. That little 4 hours, if you go off, you turn it into something else, that 4 hours turn into 24 hours, a whole day drug out. It ain't worth it, bruh. It's a hiccup. We got another more. It's nothing to cry about. Let's just go ahead and grab us other more. We'll get this one in the shop. We'll get it back when we get it back. We get it back. Things is all good. We back up to speed. You know what I'm saying? And man, let me tell you something. It's funny you say that, Mac, because I paid attention to guys. When I first started, I had a 48-inch more and I had a push more. And I kept start seeing myself getting bigger clients, bigger customers. You know what I'm saying? And I started paying attention to guys. And I was just listening to guys and I was soaking up the guys around here that I was bumping into here and there. And they would give me, stories of, man, I blew an engine. My mower was down and when my mower was down, I lost all my clients. So I heard these stories. My first year, Mac, I stacked everything. When I came back into my second year, I bought a used another mower and I bought a brand new mower. So it put me up to three mowers.
Hmm.
Let me tell you what happened. My first mower went down. The used mower I brought went down. I had the brand new mower, Mac. I went up to three mowers. Within a month, I was back down to one more again. And that one more got me through that whole season. And I was so glad that I went and spent that 7 grand when everybody told me I was a fool not to do it, Mac. They said, why are you doing it? You just want a bunch of moors just to have a bunch of moors. They didn't see the vision I've seen. They didn't study what I've studied by watching these businesses. And what I need to know is I got to have backups. You know what I'm saying? And I took notes, bro, and I applied it. I didn't just listen, I applied it. And when it came to that second season, bro, I was down with them two moors. I'm gonna tell you, my 48 was in the shop with one guy. This is how I learned how to work on my moors. My 48 was down in the shop, bro, with this one guy. I thought I was gonna get it back quick. Well, this man had to have back surgery. He had back surgery, Mac, and he had about 35 of our moors over there from guys just in the area. This guy had back surgery, Mac. He was down from May until October. I got my mower back in October. You know what I'm saying? It was just something that happened. But I'm so glad that I took that money and reinvested myself, believed in myself, and I had the foresight to see these 5 years now because that was year two. You know what I'm saying? And we in year five now, and I got 4 0 turns and a couple push mores, and I won't sell them more. I just won't do it because I just never know, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's very hard to replace this equipment. So if you can get you something brand new with a warranty, I think it is good to do it if you can't afford it. If not, try to find you something with the lowest hours, do the due diligence on it, and find you a dealer in that area with that mower, and they can help you out a lot.
Yeah,
So,
bro. I agree. And for me, personally, I did buy the John Deere used.
uh-huh,
That's the one I caught on fire 3 times, but all my other mowers I've bought brand new.
brand new. Yeah,
I have a 52-inch Toro Grandstand. It was a demo. It had 11 hours on it when they put it out. I mean, they put it out as a demo when it was brand new. It had 11 hours when I started renting it. I
hmm,
rented it for a weekend. I loved it. When I took it back, um, it sat there for a couple days. I went and rented it again the next week, the last 3 days of the week, and I took it from 11 to 70 hours, and then I just
yeah.
was like, how much is this? Can I just buy it? I'm tired of coming up here and going through all of this rigmarole. Let me just buy this mower, and he gave me a price. I bought it. So again, maybe you could consider that one not brand new, but it had 11 hours on it, and I
Brand
put
new.
all the other hours on it.
Yeah,
And then I bought my multi-force brand new, and then this year I bought my HDX brand new. But here's what I'll say about people who say, maybe you don't. Maybe if you're solo, they may think you don't need,
that was my next question. Any
more mowers.
regrets? That was my next question. Any regrets on going brand new?
No, because they all had warranties. Things has happened, and it's always been covered. When I got the not the HDX, but the multi-force and the grandstand, Toro had some older uh, tension pulleys on those,
Had to
and
replace
they put a recall in. It
them.
was covered. I brought it back in. They both got brand new tension pulleys. I've really never really had issues with them
Yeah. Mhm.
at all. And so whenever I got the HDX, I'm already cool with Toro. Like I already love the
You
mowers.
and yeah, them
You
your
know what I'm
mowers,
saying?
that's your brand, and it makes
Yeah.
sense. You know what I'm saying? And your dealer, you got that dealer who deals at Toro.
So yeah, so when you said no regrets. I have no regrets because I've seen other people who have bought used mowers, and next thing you know, they're just having a ton of issues because maybe that previous owner didn't do the oil changes. Maybe he
Yeah,
did the oil changes every 200 hours instead of every
yeah,
75 hours like it's supposed to be done.
fact,
Maybe they weren't using the right bolts. Maybe they stripped things out. Maybe they didn't ever have their hydro oil changed or their hydros ever serviced. Maybe their emergency brake is messed up and they welded something underneath that you can't see. And I'm just not mechanically
man,
inclined enough.
yeah, that's yeah.
I'm not
Go ahead.
mechanically inclined enough to look at a lawnmower and give it its a whole once over and make sure everything is copacetic. My homie John
Especially
Piper,
dropping off some
he's
stacks.
good at that. Cedric
Yeah,
still cuts the best. I
uh huh.
think he's probably good at that as well. Me personally, ADHD, I'm like, bro, I do not care. Like, does it work? If not, I'm paying someone to do it. So
Yeah,
I didn't really want to have to do that. I look at it like if I buy this lawnmower for $7,000. It's used. It has 450 hours on it or whatever. Why does this person want to sell this? Are they getting out of the business? Is it a bad mower? Or do they
fact.
have
You
buyer's
got to
remorse?
do.
Do
Yeah,
they
I
think
call it
there
doing the
could be
due
a
diligence.
whole lot of different reasons why
Yeah,
someone's selling that lawnmower?
uh huh.
And then am I buying their problems? I look at it like this. If I'm gonna spend the money, $7,000 on something used, and something new is $10,000, I'll just
You
wait a
might as
little
well
bit
spend it.
longer
Might
and
as
I'll
well
get the
let it
brand new
alone.
thing because now I know every hour is on this. It's on me.
Mhm.
Every oil change is on me. I know what happened and what hasn't happened. I know how I treat my stuff. And so no, I have absolutely no regrets. I always will buy brand new if I can
Yeah,
afford it. I'm not saying the only thing used I've ever bought in my business was that first mower. After
yeah,
that, everything has been
Everything
brand
new.
new.
And let me tell you, Mac, it's funny you say that too. What you said, if the more was 7,000, I'll just wait and spend the 10. That's delayed gratification.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, when you wait like that, man, the wait is so much worth it. It's so much worth it because sometimes we get antsy, we get itchy, and I've been saying a lot this season. We making a lot of money. Don't get so antsy and itchy. You know what I'm saying? Man, hold on to it, make the best of what you got. And then when you get ready to spend your money, you spending these stacks, you want to make that investment count. You know what I'm saying? And like when you say you spend 7, and you might got somebody who didn't do, like you say, the right thing. Then you replacing the engine before you know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I like I
go
like the
ahead.
quote, "Don't rush the process, trust the process."
Man, you got
We
to, man.
all got to start somewhere, and you can't rush to get to where you think Antonio is, or where you think I am, or where you see
Exactly.
these other people on the internet where they are. You got to start where you're at with your
Yep.
skill level and with your equipment setup or what it lack thereof. Whatever you don't. Here's a quick story, man. I had a friend. People see what I do. They see what you do, Tone.
Mhm.
They see what Crawley do, right? They've never mowed a yard ever in their life. And when we first started, they seen what we was doing, but they laughed at it. Maybe they
Yep.
had a job that was paying them 20, 30, $40 an hour, and you're out cutting grass for $25 when you first start out because you don't know,
What
right?
happened to me?
But
Go ahead.
then over time, you upgrade that mower, you
Yeah.
upgrade that trimmer, you get rid of the car or the van or the terrible truck you used to have that wasn't getting the job
Get
done.
a better truck.
You
Yeah.
reinvest and you get something
Process.
newer. Now you got a trailer. Now you went from 5 yards to 10, from 10 yards to 20, from 20 to 50, and now you sitting like me and you got 97 yards, right? And now that same person that didn't, I won't say they didn't believe in you, they didn't
Doubt.
believe in
I got
them.
doubt.
The
Yeah.
sickest thing is that, bruh. It's not
Yeah.
that
That's
people
what
don't
it is.
believe in you. It's that what you do, and I say this a lot, but it's because we live in a different world than a lot of
Than
people when you
the
start to
average
say.
person. We definitely do. We don't
Correct.
live in the working world. We not the average clock in person.
No doubt. So people ain't necessarily hating on you.
They just don't
Like people ain't
understand it.
they just don't understand
Yep.
and really they're limiting themselves, right? But the
Yeah.
funny thing is this. No one believes when you first start. They only believe after it's done. After
After
it's
it's
already
done.
showed promise, after it's already showed growth, then they believe. All
Yeah.
right. So when I say you can't rush the process, you got to trust the process. I started mowing yards with a 21-inch lawnmower, carrying the mower up steps, and people had bricks and shingles in their yard. Now we ain't really doing any push mowing, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
the same person that was laughing because they was making 25, 30, $40 an hour, now they're miserable with their life because they don't get to control anything.
Hmm.
Okay. But they
Yeah.
see what you're doing. All right. And maybe you've finally gotten to the point where you got a zero turn and things are starting to get easy. Now you're having fun. Like I'm having fun.
I'm
Jack is
having
having fun,
fun,
right?
Mac. I'm having
All right.
fun,
I'm
man.
having
Come
a
on.
blast out here.
Woo.
But this
Go
person's going to
ahead.
punch a clock for someone else's dream, right?
Yeah.
So now they see me living my dream while their dream is delayed and someone's telling them when they can take off, when they can go see their kid play soccer, when they could go on vacation,
Yeah.
when they have to get up in the morning, so they gotta come to work. I get up when I want to. I was 15, 20 minutes late today. I ain't got
Hey,
to talk to nobody. Now, was Captain Jack a little disappointed? Possibly,
yeah.
right? But I ain't
Yeah.
answering to Captain Jack. I'm answering to
Uh-huh.
God and my
Yeah.
wife.
Look, Mac,
Okay?
hold on. Let
So,
me tell you something, man. Let don't be to interrupt you.
not your show.
You on here tonight for a reason, man. Let me tell you what happened, man, this week, man. I just told somebody, man, it feel good to wake up and don't answer nobody but God. Mac, I just said this Saturday morning. Saturday morning, I had an option. You gonna work and you gonna Saturday, everybody, oh, we got this and that going on today. I said, man, nah, I got some work I gotta do, man. I gotta get caught up. I got a family reunion coming up this week. You know what I'm saying? So I know what I got going on. And I told him, I said, man, it's a little different, even if I start a little late, I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to answer to nobody. For a minute, they kind of took it a certain way, Mac. and I had to peep they body language and everything, and I had to catch it. I said, hold on, let me tell you something. I said, when I started, man, it's basically what you said, Mac. I just posted a thing today, on my Snapchat, man. I started, bro. I was a janitor 6 years ago, Mac. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Bro, I was cleaning toilets 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But I had the vision and I knew what I was gonna do. And I told that person, I said, man, I get to wake up, I don't answer somebody but God. But I said, man, really, all I did, man, was sit down and change my life in 7 months. I took 7 months to change my life and it set me up for life. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
And all it was, Mac, it go back to what you said. I'm piggybacking, it's coming full circle what you said. It come back to me trusting this process. I had a guy who told me, man, I remember starting 10 years old. I watched him the whole time. I knew it was a process. I had another guy I was talking to, he had been in about 8 years. I seen this guy's process the whole time. I said, man, if I'm willing to wake up every day, be smart with it. Don't once I start getting my little money and stuff, just don't start spending it everywhere unwisely. Put it back into this thing. And man, by me just doing that, Mac, and trusting this process, and these 5 years, man, I'm actually been able to pass my brothers in what they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm throwing in work now, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I just last week I just paid my boy 900, man. You know what I'm saying, to come handle a job for me. I took my piece. I said, bro, I called you last because I already know that you got a full load. I said, if you can get you and your son out here, bro, y'all handle this, bro. I'll pay you. Pay them
mm-hmm.
900, Mac. It felt good, bro. You know what I'm saying? It felt good, and it come from me trusting the process, Mac. It was 6 years ago, bro. I'm telling you, I was still wanting to be halfway, 1 foot in, Mac, and 1 foot out.
Yeah, you
But I
can't
knew
be
what
that
it
way.
was. I said, I gotta let it go. I gotta trust this process. Best
And
thing I ever did, bro. Best thing I
swear,
ever did.
bro. And to finish the point, whenever I say you can't rush the process, you gotta trust the process. I started with what I was doing at the beginning for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's important that you start with super humble beginnings, in my opinion,
Fact, man.
because you just because someone offers you something does not mean that's good. All money ain't good money. There's a
All money
saying
ain't
in the
good.
hood, right? All money ain't good money. So like when someone was laughing because you was doing the push mowing and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 9 years later, now it's like, oh, you're making how much? Yeah, a lot more than what you was making. I love it.
That Hello
Okay, I'll
Kitty
come
was
see it in a
fire.
second, babe. I love you.
That backpack is fire.
They said the backpack's fire, and they like your backpack. So, so anyway, so I gotta put my hand up so this camera stops moving. So
Nah,
anyway,
you good.
so again, 9 years ago, it's push mowing yards with bricks in it, carrying the lawnmower up steps.
Uh-huh.
Today, it's roll on, roll off, zero turns only, virtually no push mowing at all.
Just
All
going.
right.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I say you can't rush the process, you got to trust the process, is because it took 9 years to get to what we're doing now.
Uh-huh.
So now that these people, and I have a specific person in mind, but I'm gonna make it broad because I understand that a lot of us are going through things like this. But
Yeah.
these people who maybe didn't think that you could do it, now they see that you're doing it. Now they want to do it too, but they rush the process. So I had to start out with residential lawns, small ones, before I got up to now we taking
Got
on
to
two
work your way
acres
up.
and
Yeah.
half acres, right? So you just because someone offers you when you first start out and you're trying to rush the process, an apartment complex, and you have no truck, no trailers, no mowers, no trimmers, no wheelbarrows, no rakes, no shovels. You don't
No
know anything
insurance.
about CRMs. You don't know how to measure. You don't know how to get the square footage. You don't know where to get the mulch from or any other materials for any other job you have.
Mhm.
You have no license to do weed control or fertilization. You don't have hedge trimmers. You don't have like all of these things are required to do an apartment complex.
Yeah.
And if you take
Fact,
that
man.
on at the beginning, before you have all of the experiences, or at least some of the experiences and some of the equipment, guess what's going to happen?
You
You're
can
going to
set
burn
yourself back a
yourself
lot.
out.
Yeah.
You're going to quit.
Yeah, you're gonna burn yourself out. It's gonna set you back.
You
You know what I'm
can't rush
saying?
this process.
Yeah.
It takes time to grow, bro. No, nothing is just hot right off the start. Michael
Mhm.
Jordan got cut from his high school teams before he became Michael Jordan. Tom Brady was 199. You think he could just be like, yeah, hey, maybe Belichick put me in right now and let me start? He
Nah,
probably ain't gonna be Tom Brady then.
nah. Listen back. What you saying so true. Cause I started off on the lower end of town. You feel me? Cutting a lot of yards right next to the precinct and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I started off right there cutting off. And so it's funny you say that, trusting that process. I never forget, Mac, when I first pulled up in a neighborhood that I would call like uh more than middle class. It was higher middle class, about a 300,000, 350 crib or something out there. And I never forget when I pulled up, Mac. I think I said this on her before. I had been cutting so many of those lower end cribs. I pulled up, Mac, and I was almost intimidated at first. And I told myself, I sit there and I looked at that yard and I said, "Nah, man, that's what you asked for." I got on that yard, bro. That might have been one of the yards I took my time on the most ever. That was the first time that I really remember. Let me make sure I get this deck height right so I don't burn and scalp the yard. That was the first yard for real, Mac, that I really sit down on because all the other yards, man, it wasn't. They don't want an edge. They just cut it. Keep it cut
Mm,
for me. I don't want the violations from the city. That's where I was at with it. You know what I'm saying? And so it was trusting that process, man. And so now, man, like I say with my guy, I kind of feel like when I let him go, he got to see some of the neighborhoods I was in, Mac. And it was kind of like, how did you get back here? How did you work your way in this spot? How did you get here? It was a process. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, when he left, he was like, well, he ain't gonna be able to handle that without me. Well, I built it to where I don't want it to be unmanageable, bro. You know what I'm saying? It come back to, like I say, that guy with that 40 in that little in the news I showed. Bro, I don't want to lose my hair. I don't want to lose my head. I don't want to lose my sanity, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because now what we do, how we said, how you mentioned, we only answer to God. The ball is in Bone's hand right now. The ball is in my hand. How much work I want to take on is up to me. How much pressure I want to put on myself is basically up to me. And it's a good position to really be in, man. But like I say, I never play it like I know it all still. It's still a process. So when I come into hiccups in the road, like we talked in January and we talked about snow removal.
yeah.
Why wouldn't I talk to anybody else besides a man up in Pittsburgh who keeps snow on deck, who's been doing it? You feel me?
Yeah.
So snow removal's coming back around this season, man. And I'm in the position now to where I'm in a debate right now. I've been watching Brian Law made this old video about his F-250 gas.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to go gas or do I want to go diesel? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so
I say
now I'm
gas.
talking to everybody, bro. I'm talking to, let me get your feedback. Let me get your feedback. You know what I'm saying? And it's a process, Mac. I never even thought I couldn't even picture snow, Mac. I never even thought about that. But last year, you know what I did? I did my first two snow cleanups. You feel me? And I was trusting the process. I didn't have a plow on the front of the truck. I was out there with a battery show snovel, getting it done. You know what I'm saying? Got it done. You know what I'm saying? And so this year, man, I'm ready for them opportunities. I got about 6 commercials now, and I'm pretty sure out of 6 of those commercials, 4 of them's gonna reach out for snow. You know what I'm saying? And so I gotta trust the process with the snow. I'm not gonna just go out here willy nilly like I know it. You know what I'm gonna do for? Hey Mac, they finally hit me with their contract. Then what? Then what would you telling me about? Let me go ahead and get my notebook out now. Let me start. You feel me?
Yeah.
Trusting that process, man. You know what I'm saying? And not thinking I know it all, bro. Not just thinking we all know it all. Because I'm pretty sure with 9 years in, you still reach out for insight or from other people here and there. Not too I ain't gonna say too much, but you probably just here and there, you still, something you can
Oh,
always
I do
learn.
it a lot, bro. And I
Yeah.
think that more people should. See, a lot of people are I just told someone I love this. We live in our own little universe
Uh-huh.
where we're the star of the show, right? But sometimes you gotta step outside of yourself and look at something from a third person perspective so that you can see something from a better vantage point. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you need to have people around you that are gonna help you when it comes time that you need information and everything. But you can't be so egotistical to think that you already know everything.
bro. Listen,
You
let
know,
me
so
tell
when
you
you
something.
said, "Do I don't," no, I reach out to everyone, bro, because there's so much
Yeah,
stuff that I feel like you talked earlier about delayed gratification. Like God, in my opinion, puts us through things so that we can be ready. I heard this guy say
Mac,
this quote today, Myron Golden. I don't know if you know who he is.
I know who he is, Mac. Go
Bruh,
ahead.
I heard this quote today. The first one's from Abraham Lincoln,
Hmm.
and then Myron Golden switched it up. But the first one is prepare yourself and perhaps your time will come. That's from Abraham Lincoln. All right, the
Hmm.
16th president. And then Myron Golden just changed it up and he says your time is coming whether you prepare yourself or not. So we need to always be prepared, bruh, because Tom Brady, I mentioned him earlier, when Drew Bledsoe got his bell knocked off by whoever that was on the Jets,
Who had to step up?
Tom Brady was already prepared. He knew his time was coming. So he had prepared already. So you can
Yeah,
say it whatever way you want, right? But
yeah.
prepare yourself and perhaps your time will come. That
Nah,
happened. Tom Brady prepared himself. Then Drew Bledsoe didn't get out of bounds fast enough and got his head took off by a linebacker. And here comes
yeah.
Tom Brady
Tom Brady
to
ready?
reset history of the NFL when it comes to quarterback, right?
Yeah.
But your time is coming whether you prepare yourself or not.
If I'm not, let me tell
So
you, Mac. It's
Drew
crazy. You say that.
Bledsoe,
Go ahead.
hold on real quick. Drew Bledsoe was going to get destroyed no matter what. God had it ordained. But
Uh huh.
then he get and Drew Bledsoe's fine now. Okay. I ain't saying God had it out for him. I'm just saying
Yeah.
he had a certain path for Tom Brady to become the greatest quarterback who ever lived. Tom Brady just had to do his part. And that is be prepared, man.
Word. Let me tell you, Mac. It's funny you say that, and it's going back. This it's basically the same saying. Me, I don't believe in good luck. People say good luck, good luck. I just don't believe in it, Mac. And I heard this. My old basketball coach stuck this to us young. People used to say lucky, lucky, lucky. He used to say, "Nah, man, ain't no luck. Luck is when hard work and opportunity meets.
And they
You was
collide.
working hard. Somebody came with an opportunity. You was ready, and now they calling you lucky. They didn't see the preparation in the back. You feel me? Same thing
Hmm.
like what you just said, bro. You know what I'm saying? They didn't see the preparation. You know what
And
I'm
think
saying?
about it, when you are prepared already, when you are already prepared, they say you don't if you if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready,
Got to get ready.
right? So when you think about it, it's like if you've already been preparing for this opportunity, when it does eventually come, you ain't gonna be nervous. It's just like Michael Jordan talks about, just like Kobe Bryant. If you've already taken that game winning shot 1,000 times, then
Mhm.
when the clock is actually ticking and this person standing in front of you and you've already taken a shot 1,000 times, you know what the percentages are that it's going to go in there. You're already prepared.
You're prepared.
Now
And
your
you in the
time
moment.
has come.
Yeah. The
It's,
moment is like you just in the moment. You're not even like there's no there's no like excitement, no anxiety or nothing. It's almost like I'm ready for it. You feel
yeah,
me?
bruh.
It's like you've
Yep.
been taking that shot 100 times. It's
So
no
look,
different.
it's funny. 3 years ago, my first year at Equip Expo, I met you my first year,
First
2021,
year,
right?
yep.
Was
I
that
got the
your
pick
first
on
year
our
too?
still. Yep, I got the pick. Now 2021. Yep, I got the
All
pick
right.
on her.
So,
Yep, I got
and
the pick on her.
I remember meeting you.
Now 2022 was my first year, Mac.
Okay. So mine was 2021. They
Yeah.
had at Equip Expo all these different events, right?
Uh-huh.
2021, I went to the events. 2022, I created the Winning Life meetup. It wasn't even called that yet. It was just a meetup at Guy Fieri Smokehouse. 25 people came. The next year, we did the actual first Winning Life meetup in 2023. 180 people came to that. And then last year, 264 people came to 2024 Winning Life. There's already over 100 people signed up right now for 2025 Winning Life meetup at Equip Expo,
Man, I'm
right?
glad you said that. I'll be signing up here soon.
I appreciate it. So when I got down to Equip Expo 2021, they were having all these different events. Energize, that thing that Fullerton does.
Okay, yeah, I know what
They
you. Yeah,
they
I know
they that was the first year of that. Then they had Influencer Live with Naylor
But
Taliaferro,
Nay-
who does that.
Naylor,
When
yeah,
they got it was called Influencer Live. So I remember I wanted to go to everything when I went to Equip Expo. I don't know if you have a thing, but Mac 50 will save you 50% on your Equip
yeah.
registration if you don't already
I
have it.
use Max 50 on the Expo, man.
I appreciate that. But anyway, I remember going to Influencer Live, what it was called then. And I made sure we got there early. Me and my wife, we sat at one of the middle front row tables and we're just watching. And I remember that was for an hour. I remember leaving there as I was listening to the LCR Media podcast, Green Industry podcast. And I wasn't listening to Kid Contractor, but I knew who Caleb Allman was, right?
Yeah.
But I do remember us walking out of there. And I said to my wife, I could be on that stage. Not to be disrespectful to any of the
Nah,
people
but
that
I
were up
know.
there.
Listen, I'm in the same shoes, kind of, so I know where you coming from. Come on, I know where you
So I
coming
was
from,
like,
bro.
I could be up on that stage, like, you know. And then the next year, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, I created a small little name for myself. Like, I
Yeah.
should be on that stage,
Hey,
right?
yeah,
Then when I left that one, I thought to myself, I will be on that stage.
hey,
So I went from I could be to I should be to I will be.
yeah,
Y'all following me? This year, my fourth year going, 2021, 1, 2022, 2, 2023, 3. I guess this is my fifth year going.
your fifth,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, my fourth, be your fifth, yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm getting interviewed on that stage this
You
year.
see what I'm saying? So, Mac, let me tell you
Don't
something,
rush
man.
the process, though.
Don't rush the process,
Trust the
Mac.
process. Keep doing what you need to do. Go ahead. What was you gonna say,
Let
bro?
me tell you something, man. It's so funny, Mac. My first year there, bro. Shout out to my boy Tools in Action. Tools in Action got over 1 million followers on all his channels, Mac. Almost. I believe one of them he might not hit 1 million yet. I'm sitting there. It's my first year at the expo, Mac. You know how it is your first year. I'm in awe. It's everything just glitz and this
Yeah,
thing is
yeah.
like, bro. When you first get there, bro, it's overwhelming, man. I'm telling you. I'm in awe. I'm just sitting there, and I got my little GoPro, and I'm just sitting there, Mac. And Two's in Action, I didn't even know him, bro. He just looked at me and said, "Man, what, you an influencer?" I said, "Man, I got a YouTube channel. I got 234 subscribers." You know what I'm saying? I said, "I got 200. I had 234 subscribers when I met that man." I said, "I got 234, man." And he said, "Well, give me your channel. I'm gonna follow you." He followed me. He gave me his card. He said, "Give me a follow back." I look at his stupid follow. You feel me? Let me tell you what happened. So me and him meet, man, had a great conversation. We exchanged numbers personally. Just off, when you meet somebody face to face, it hit different.
Mm-hmm.
We meet each other, bro. January comes around. I get a message, man. It's Dan from Tools in Action. He said, "Man, it's an event. It's the first year they're having it in Vegas. If you can make it out here, you feel me? I'll be next to you. I'll show you the ropes of this thing." I couldn't make it, man. This is what happens the next year. I go to Equip Expo. I'm basically ready now. I'm about to make some footage for real this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. First person I bump into, Mac, Brian Fullerton. Care what nobody say about the man, like I always say. I met him, and the guy treated me like he's been watching my channel for 100 years. Like
Yeah,
he
he's
just
hard,
knew me,
bro.
bro. Real. Turn around. I go to one of the little meeting things, and they got all these events going on. Second person I meet, and I look up. I ain't gonna say I look up to him, but I really admire this man for not being able to touch a more and being able to do what he does for the industry. Bro, I met Cody Ballard. Talk to me, and bro, I don't even know if he remembers this. I got it on video, bro. The man treated me like your time's gonna come. Just stay down. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Comes around the next year, Mac. Your boy Paul Jameson interviews me on Green Industry Podcast. So this what happens. Before I get to the expo that summer, I had got that Mo Trappin logo. Paul Jameson interviewed me, Mac, and I said, next year, it's time. You feel me? When he did it, I said, man, my voice is necessary.
Yeah.
Your voice is necessary. Paul's voice is necessary. Man, I'm telling you, man, y'all just don't know, man. It's trusting the process. Paul sent me a message this year, bro, and I swear that message he sent me has changed my business for life, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was on the edge of a decision. And man, he sent me a message, bro, and I swear it changed my life moving forward to where I see the value in myself, Mac. You know what I'm saying? I'm still thinking that my process, I'm still thinking I'm too early. I'm for like 5 years. I'm still not, maybe I'm not deserving of some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, we go through little mental games like this with ourselves,
Yep.
man. You lying if you say you don't. You know what I'm saying? And you got to get in the mirror and pull yourself up by the bootstraps and say, I do deserve it. But man, when he sent me that Mac, he showed me that it changed my business. And what you said right now to today, I was with a guy, like I say, a 84-year-old guy. We've been together 3.5 days today, bro. And the whole basic summary of what we had today was going on. He kept telling me, you're doing real good. Just keep trust the process and don't rush nothing. He said, just keep on doing it like you're doing it. Each year, one thing at a time. He said, and you'll get to living like where you're 84 like me. And when I say that man is he's something to like, I believe in the word, man. To say follow, look at a man that's upright and follow him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of those guys, man. The guy, like, he sit down with me, he told me, man, that at 32, my life was crazy. I met my wife. 33 years old, I quit drinking, got rid of it completely. 35 years old, I quit smoking. And he said, then my kids came around, and it was a process to where his kids now, and he's got grandkids, they 44, 45 years old. And basically what he told me, man, you can't rush life, man. Just take this thing day by day. Don't too worry about what happened yesterday. If you know it was something you did yesterday that you can do today, just work on it today. You know what I'm saying? Don't too much think about tomorrow, but you got a plan for it still. And just trust this process, bro. And that's what he told me. He said, trust the process. And this summer, Paul told me. Some of the game I got from Crawley. My 84-year-old guy. It's been about I got another guy on this social media thing that's been helping. It's been about 5, 6 guys, bro. And Mac, all these guys, bro. It was a process with these guys. What you said. Every story is going to start off with the push more. You know what I'm saying? Every story is going to start off, man, I had to knock off equipment. I didn't have the best of the best. But you look at that process now, where they at, man, and they feeding their families, and they ain't answering nobody but God in the morning, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's beautiful, bro.
It's beautiful, man. It's a great feeling, man. It's overwhelming, man. Like, I got goosebumps right now. My boy's in here right now. He know who he is. We had a conversation last week, Mac, and he hit me, man, and he said, it's funny, man. I got a video on my phone. I just ain't put it up, Mac. And he hit me, man. He said, man, I was just thinking about you, bro. And he said, I don't know what I'd do if my child's mother wasn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I said, man, it's crazy, bro. I said, because I was literally on my lawnmower, Mac. I was on my lawnmower, bro. I'm getting goosebumps right now, bro. I was on my lawnmower, Mac, in the middle of about a 2.3 acre yard. And, bro, I bust out crying, Mac. And it was just thankful, bro.
Yep.
Joy and thankful. And, bro, I sit down on my lawnmower, bro. I bust out crying, bro. And I still had about 7 yards left that day. Brother, crying. You ever cried, Mac, and it drained you?
Yeah. Yep.
Bro, I was crying so hard, bro. Thanking God on my lawnmower, bro. I couldn't even finish the day, bro. I was drained. I had to get up the next day, and the next day I went out and had a great day, overloaded with about 5 more yards, and I knocked it out still.
Mm-hmm.
God just quit on me and everything. But the whole thing, bro, the whole time I'm thanking God. I'm like, man, thank you for getting me even right here. This was a process. I remember I didn't have this more. I remember I wasn't in this neighborhood. I remember I couldn't charge this yard 100 a week like I'm charging right now. I remember I had to run down and chase people for the money, and the car's on file now. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to be scared about it when I had 2 windows bust. Oh, man, we ain't even tripping about it, man. We know you're going to do us right. The windows are fixed now. You feel me? It was all a process. But, bro, I sit down on that moor, bro, and I sit down, bro, and I swear, bro, out of nowhere, something just hit me, bro, and I just thank God probably like 58 times in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Where?
Hey,
I
I
do that
swear, bro,
same stuff, man.
can't make it up, bro. I sit there, bro. I had my mask on. I had my glasses on. I had to pull them down. I took my glasses off. wipe my face. I got the video in my phone. I may upload it one day. Y'all just getting a vulnerable moment right now.
You
But
can
I
be
got
ugly
that
crying on the
video,
internet.
bro. I got that video, Mac, because I said this is necessary, bro. It's a real moment I was having, bro. You know what I'm saying? And bro, I'm just thankful, bro. Like you say, it was a process, bro. And I don't walk by I don't walk by sight. I walk by faith. If I say I'm gonna do, I got notes down here, right here next to me, from stuff I wrote down 7 years ago, Mac. It's so funny. Everything I wrote down 7 years ago, I never went back and really looked on it too much. But everything I wrote, bro, it's been knocked out. Everything I seen it was gonna happen, bro.
That's
You
right.
know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Write it to make
E-
it plain.
Now I wasn't even chasing like even the biggest like subscribers and stuff. But I told my boy, I said, man, if I can't get 1,000 people to follow me for cutting grass, bro, then ain't none of this real. I said that's like picking up a penny off the ground. If you can't get 1,000 followers, it's like you saying you can't pick up a penny off the ground. It's 1 billion people on the earth. You can't get a
Eight,
thousand people to follow you.
8 billion people.
8 billion. You can't get 1,000 people to
That's
follow
a
you.
very small percentage of 8 billion is a
That's
thousand.
a
I'm about to
bro.
be
That's
at
a trip
fourteen
drop in the
thousand.
ocean, Mac. You feel me?
Yeah, I did
But
want to say you said something earlier, uh, where you said you was on that podcast and you was like, "Oh, next year I'm doing this." Right?
man,
But that was probably already on your heart.
it was
Sometimes
already on
we
me,
just
Mac.
need to see people do what we already know that we're supposed to do because we feel it, like it's given to us. You feel
Bro, it's
called to
on me,
do it,
Mac.
but you
Feel it,
don't
bro.
do it because you maybe feel intimidated by what the process is. Like Bone said earlier, you get to the newer
I'm thinking
properties and you
solution.
like,
Yeah, I'm thinking
oh, I
solution.
really can't mess this up. But what you find is most of the time, those people that pay more never complain. They just want their yard to be cut so
They
they
just
can
want it
play with
done.
their dog. And
I
guess
don't
what?
have
They
time
go
to
out and
do
they pick up the potato chip wrappers and things out of their yard. They clean up after their dog.
it, Mac.
You get into those and you have so much less stress than you did, and you charging this person $85 a cut, and you was charging this other person $35 a cut, and they were giving you hell, and this person that's at $85 a cut don't say it, they don't have a peep. Even when
Let
you
me
do
tell you
mess up
something,
every
Mac.
now and then,
It's
they don't have
funny
a
you
peep.
say that, Mac. Shout out Andrew, one of my customers. Andrew was a customer. I started off at 75 bucks, Mac. I was cutting them 10 every 10 days.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 75 bucks. After the first two cuts, they just said, we're gonna pay you 100. You know what I'm saying? You need 100. That's what you're worth. We're gonna pay you 100. They went from 75 to 100 themselves. So
Hmm.
anyway, this year they said we only want every 10 days. Boost us up to every week, and we still gonna give you 100 every cut. I'm saying that to say this. Every time I tell Andrew I got y'all down today, this is what I get, Mac. Hey, either me or her will make sure we pick up all the sticks in the yard for you so you don't mess up your mower.
See, that's fair.
I get it every time I text them, bro. If I scroll my phone right now to open it, every time, hey, if I ain't walked the yard, let me text her and make sure she's walked the yard to make sure your mower don't get messed up. So, but man, trust the process. But Mac, we I'm over time, man,
I just want
and
to
I
say
know.
one thing real
Nah,
quick.
go ahead.
So, what I was saying earlier, sometimes we just have to see people. Shut the door, baby. Sometimes we just have to see people do stuff to know that it could be done. I'm gonna give you two quick examples. One is famous. Roger Bannister. He's the first person to ever run the 4 minute mile. And since he's done it, it's been like over 20,000 people who have done it. Even
Yeah,
high school and middle school kids have ran 4 minute
I've done it.
miles.
Yeah.
Right. So the point is, someone had to see that it could be done. He was the first person to ever do it, and then after he broke the mold, it was like, "Oh, yeah, I could do that too." All the way down to children doing it, right?
Uh-huh.
Here's another quick story. We got a swimming pool. I bought it 2 years ago. We finally have it open. It's an in-ground pool. A house burned down. It's a long story. Go listen to On the Attack with Mac. I talk about that there. But
Yeah.
we got all new equipment for the actual pool. So we
Uh-huh.
got a brand new heater. My pool is nice, bro. It's like 80 between 83 and 89 degrees. I love getting in the pool when it's like
Ooh,
warm, but it's not
feel like the Gulf of
cold.
Mexico.
Yeah. But we got the filter, we got a new filter, a new filter, new heater, and all of that stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
It needed to be hooked up. So my wife, because I'm out working, she watched the guy hook it up. I get there late and we see the guy. We just see him hook it up.
Mhm.
But there was like a leak or something. So my wife ends up digging some stuff out. She finds out that there's another hose that goes to the pool that dude knew about. Like he knew there was three, but instead of him doing anything extra, he like, let me get my 300. I'm out of here. I ain't. You know, we,
Yeah.
we ended up finding it, right? My wife
Uh-huh.
seen the guy and what he did. So we went to Lowe's and bought what we seen he had. We
Mhm.
went and got the hose. We went and got the cement and the primer, the little couplings that you need and all of that, the
Mhm.
things that you tighten, all that. All we needed to see was how it was done one time. And then my wife was able to do that. I put brand new floors in my entire house. My brother-in-law showed us in a half a day how to lay a laminate floor. And now I've laid like 6
And
laminate floors in
you got
different
the skill. You
different
got flowing
people's
skill.
houses. The reason
Yeah.
I tell these stories is because you said, Bone, when you did that podcast, you said, I can do this in a year.
It was
Here's what
already
I'm
on. Yep.
here's what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying to you. God has already given something to you for you to do.
Facts.
And you feel it.
You just
Go
ain't that.
find other people who are doing that thing that you want to do. If
Yeah.
it's lawn care and it's cutting grass, man, make sure you subscribe to Bones YouTube channel. You can
Yeah.
subscribe to mine too. Go subscribe to all of the lawn care
Follow.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Learn the game. Don't rush the process, trust the process. Sometimes you got to watch some game film first. You might be just a rookie right now. But
Yeah.
there's a whole history out here now for since
The
2014
blueprint.
when people started to post lawn care content
The
for you to
blueprints
go
out
and
there.
watch. So there's
Facts.
no excuse for you to not start your business with card on file. There's no excuse for you to, like me and Antonio started. No one was really talking about CRMs, and there's no reason for you to not have that.
Nobody
There's
was.
no
Yeah.
reason for you to not be on Google. There's no reason for you
Facts.
to
Facts.
not have some templates set up. There's a whole lot of resources out there. I got some templates. Fullerton got some templates. I'm sure Bone
Facts.
probably got some stuff he could give to you or sell to you. The point is, if you feel in your heart that you're supposed to do something, it's
Do it.
because God gave it to you to do, and you're the only person that can do it.
I call it the voice.
It's the
It's
voice,
the
bruh.
voice speaking
That's
to
it.
you. It's
And
speaking
who's the
to
voice? The entity that created you. I believe it's Jesus Christ, God, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity. That's who I believe.
you. Yeah.
You believe whatever you want, but here's what I do know. Something gave you a gift for
Something
you
gave
to
it to us.
use so that it can benefit us.
Facts,
Not
man.
for you. Our gifts are not for us. They're for other people.
They
Me
for
and
other
Paul,
people.
you mentioned
For
Paul Jameson,
other
bruh.
people.
And Paul was on for me. He was on my show last night.
Uh-huh.
Paul Jameson. So it's funny
That's
you
crazy.
brought
I'm
him up.
mentioning Paul, and let me tell you something back. And I didn't even know nothing about this show last night. Do you see how that works? That's crazy. Go ahead. My bad.
No, it's just that we talked about there's a Bible story about talents.
Uh-huh.
There was a
Man,
master,
go ahead.
he had three slaves. All right, take that how you want it. All right, it's the Bible. It was written 2,000,
I know
2,500
this
years ago.
story.
So
Go ahead.
be
Let it
be
go
good, all
ahead.
right? But if you want a lot, you first have to be faithful with a little. You got to do right
What a
with a
little.
little before you're awarded a lot. So the story goes like this: there was this master. He had all of these vineyards or these nice places, and he had these things. Talents were called money. That's what money is.
That's what money
Back
was.
in the
Yeah.
day, that's what
Mhm.
talents were. So if
Go
you
ahead,
had
Mac.
one talent, you had $1. So this guy, he went off. He was going to go, make new things in other places to go invest in things, right? We would call that a 401k or real estate now. He was going out to go invest in things that would make him more money. This is what we need to be doing, right? So when he left, he's like, you got to take care of this. And he had three people. One he gave, I think it's like this: one he gave 10, one he gave 5, one he gave 1.
Yep.
He left
Go
for
ahead.
some time. He comes back. The one that had 10 multiplied it to 20. The one who had 5 multiplied it to 10.
Can I say what the last one did, Mac? He buried his talent.
He buried his talent. The reason I told this entire story, and I might make a YouTube video about this. The reason I told this entire story is because if you feel like you're supposed to do something, it's because
You're supposed to do it.
God gave you talent. He gave you a talent. What are you supposed to do with that talent? Multiply it. Because when you get something small, when you multiply it, it shows that you can take care of more. And so
More.
more will then be given to you. If you feel like you're called to do something, if you feel like you're supposed to start a lawn care company, or you're supposed to fry chicken or cut hair or be a pilot, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you feel deep down in your heart, that's what God gave you to do. So me and Paul was talking last night about not burying your talent.
Talents. Let
Bone
me
was buried for years. I was buried for years. We had these talents that God gave to us. We just didn't know. And one day Bone was on a podcast and he felt it. What he's
and I
supposed to
swear,
do.
look,
That's the same thing that happened to me, bro. I felt it. I was on one podcast. I felt it. I went to Equip Expo. People was like, "Yo, we heard you on this podcast."
you know what's
That was
funny too,
great.
Mac? I
Talents, bro.
forgot about this, and I'm even thinking about it right now as we speak. Before this got started, Mac, you remember I sent you a message, and I said, "What nights you go on? Because
Yep.
I don't want to bump schedules with you."
Hmm.
Because I was like, man, I seen you with Crawley. Y'all, man, y'all's talents had me like, okay, if I don't use it, I'ma lose it. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, hold on, they going crazy. Let me go ahead. I ain't gonna lie, y'all boys put the battery in my back to go ahead. I had everything, I had all the setup and everything. But you and Crowley put that battery in my back on top of me being on Paul's thing. Cause I looked back on Paul's thing and I watched out. I said, dude, if I don't start now, I won't get started. Got a episode after this, and then the episode after that, it'll be episode 50.
Yeah,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Just like that, Mac. And that's a milestone, bro. That's like, hey, hey, it's a feeling, bro. That you, because like I say, and what you said with like what you said with these talents, bro. If somebody goes back and they watch 48 episodes of Mo Trappin, they can start and they can be a successful running business within probably a year, Mac, if they just apply. The game is out here, bro. These
And
are
it's
hour-long episodes of just game drop for you. Free game. But it ain't really free because it's gonna cost you to apply it.
it
You know what
costs
I'm
you your
saying?
time too. I heard
Yeah,
Myron
it's
Golden
gonna
say
cost
that.
you
You
time to
pay
reply it, bro.
by giving your time.
Yeah,
I
man.
feel blessed to I could be a part of your testimony in some way, bro. Uh, because that's dope. I'm happy that
Nah, facts,
you know
man.
what I mean
I'm
that you
telling you, I sent
started.
you that message because I said, nah, I said, because nah, like one of the this like even with my YouTube channel, when I first started, you popped up and I met you at the expo, but I was like, I didn't even know your YouTube channel for real. But when I seen you when I got back home, I said, hold on. I'm like, hold on. His channel was like set up like you can learn, bro. It draws you into where, dude, when you see people don't understand. I understand marketing, I understand color schemes and all that. If you look at Mac's channel, it's set up to almost like that's success over there. Even like when you talk, I got this guy who came in. He's doing this and that with his business, such and such. When you look at that, you like, well, damn, I see this guy, and that's what I'm striving to be. Let me watch this episode right here and see what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And so, man, I believe, and like I say, I always give homage to the whole everybody in this industry. I've taken a little piece of something from everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? If it was a rice bowl, I got a grain of rice from everybody. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, if it was a rice bowl, I got 1,000 different grains of rice from 1,000 different landscapers and lawn dudes out here. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
eat it up, bro. Because all y'all teach me something, bro. Every last one of y'all, from the biggest to
Well,
the smallest, man.
I appreciate our friendship, and I'm happy I was able to hop on here with you tonight.
Man, I appreciate
Unfortunate
you coming
for
on.
for Crawley not to be here, but
Nah,
um,
I got the text from him. He has,
I think that
yeah, I got the
again,
text from him.
there's no accidents, and I think that it's funny because Crawley he wasn't on you guys' show tonight. My wife took my kids school shopping because of that
Man,
blade fiasco yesterday. Me and Captain Jack were out late. We're usually
yeah.
home by 5 o'clock, right? So I would have been out school shopping with them. Thank goodness we had to be out there late
Now,
today.
this is another thing I
I
was gonna
almost
tell
school
you. I
shop.
appreciate you for doing 30 yards and then hopping on the night.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
when I
Yeah, so
got
I
home,
appreciate
it's usually family time, right?
yeah,
When I got home, my family was gone. They're out school shopping. So I'm watching. I'm like, all right, it's 9 o'clock now. Let me turn on Mo Trappin',
everything
and I'm
happens for a
watching
reason.
you, and then Crawley ain't here, and I'm like, well, I don't have nothing else to do. I'm gonna be walking around the
Yeah.
house just doing nothing. Let
Listen,
me see if my homie Bun want me to
yeah,
come
you know
on
you got open
and hang
invitation
out.
anytime. And everybody, Crawley's good. I got the message from Crawley. He's good, man. Yeah, he's good. So, but man, I appreciate you back. Look, I'm like you. I got my little girl, man. Let me tell you something. I don't know how old your daughter is. My daughter's 6. She's hitting
She's
first grade
6.
this year. Oh,
Yep,
so she
mine
what,
too.
first?
Yep, they're the
Oh,
same
okay.
age.
Yeah, we both first graders. Okay, so yeah, I'm going through the first grade thing right now. And even with my daughter, Mac, I feel like I got the smartest child in the school, bro. I'm just blessed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and my daughter be talking, and even she gets it, bro. When don't nobody else get it, this what my daughter say, Daddy. She told me, "Shit, I know you working hard." She said, "Just whenever you get time, I know you gonna make time for me." She said, "I love you," and that's what she'll tell me. Let me tell you, last night came with her. I tried to keep her in the room. She came in. She told me last week, Mac. She be trying to sleep. I said, "Man, listen, man, you be wearing me out. I try to go to sleep. You toss and turn it all night, bro. I get like 4 hours of sleep with you, bro." She gets out the bathtub last week, Mac. She tells me, "Daddy, you know what I'm gonna do tonight?" She said, "I'm gonna sleep in that room by myself and get you some rest." Hey, priceless stuff like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got the smartest child in the world, man. Cause she understand me when the rest don't. It's crazy, man.
No
But
doubt.
definitely, man, I appreciate you, man, coming on tonight back, man. Y'all go follow Mac, Attack with Mac,
On the
Mac's Lawn
attack with Mac.
Landscape, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. He's on
Everywhere.
every platform. Y'all know what it is, man. And also if you're going to the expo, you ain't bought a ticket,
Mac 50.
50% off. Use Max code.
And if you're
Got you
coming to
50%
Equip
off.
Expo, make sure you
Get
sign
up
up for
with
the
Mac.
2025 Winning Life Meetup. Last year there was 264 people there. We'd like to double that if we can this year. Food will be available while supplies last. There's 2 big cash bars. We'll have music playing. It's a bowling event, 3 games
It's
going
fire.
on, the best dress contest, the strike challenge, and the rock paper scissors tournament. They will all have prizes to them. I got game 3 door prizes, some Amazon
Listen,
gift
man,
cards,
it's
100
fire.
grab bags for the first 100 attendees. And I would love to see you there. You can sign up on my link tree at Mac_landscaping 412 and go follow the YouTube channel.
Listen, bro, if y'all make it to Louisville, y'all get up to her. Last year was my first time attending Max event. Once again, overwhelmed. When I came in there, I was like, these is all the guys I'm over here following. You know what I'm saying? Some of them I hadn't even met, like my boy, Steve-O. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yep,
I had
yep.
been watching Steve-O for the longest. I got to see him and meet him last year, man. It hit different in person. If y'all get a
Yeah,
chance, man, use that link. Get up there, man. Go to Max event. It's gonna be fire. Crawley got an event. Go get on Linktree with Crawley. Eventbrite. Reach out to Crawley. Get to his event too. Listen, this year is gonna be fire, man. It gets better. It don't get worse. It gets better every year, man. It gets
no
better.
doubt.
There you go, right there. There's the info right there for Max event, man.
Yep, I just
So
posted the link.
y'all can click the link right there. That's for you to click and
It's free,
man,
by the way. 100% free. You don't have to pay anything. The bowling's free. Your shoes are free. The food's free while it lasts. The only thing you have to buy if you're in there is your alcohol. We don't finance people's destruction. So you can drink to your heart's desire, but we don't want no riffraff either. So keep your violence wherever you keep your violence, but don't bring it
facts,
to the
man.
meetup because we're here to win in life and to create relationships that are going to last a lifetime because we want to see everyone at the
Man,
top.
facts, man. Appreciate you, man, coming on the Mac. Mac, I said coming on the Mac. Coming on, Mac. You can hear that fatigue kicking in now. Appreciate you coming on, Mac, man. And
Anytime,
man, I'll
bro.
holler at you, bro, and I appreciate you, man.
My man. Peace.
Yep. So, man, appreciate Mac coming on tonight, man. And like you say, man, y'all get up to Louisville, man. Check out Mac's event last year, bro. That event, I got a ton of guys' numbers that I still keep in touch with. And it's just, man, the camaraderie, bro, the brotherhood. If you ain't got nobody around you can talk to, you gonna come to that event and you gonna feel like what I got going on this weekend, my family reunion. It's gonna feel like a family reunion. You're gonna feel like this is where I belong. This is why I'm doing this. Max said he buying all new stuff. No regrets, man. We live this with no regrets, man. We blessed out here, man. So another episode, Mo Trappin Podcast, man. Episode 48, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. My brother Crawley is good. I've talked to Crawley. Crawl Dog is good. So we'll be back here next weekend, man. Episode 49, Mo Trappin Podcast, man. Thank y'all for tuning in again, man. And y'all be safe this week.